This week, I'm finishing up the galley by building a liftable roof for it. After completing the galley, I will install the exterior roofing. The galley roof will be made out of a 2x4 outer frame with 2x2 inner support beams. I first start by cutting down the 2x4 boards. I used the digital compass to get the approximate angle, but trial and error was used to get the exact angles needed. After I had one side cut, I used as a guide to cut the other side. I glued the meeting edges of the boards and screwed the entire outer frame together. With the outer frame complete, I then screwed the inner support beams to the outer frame. Okay, so the frame for the galley lid is built. So next thing is I'm going to attach the hinge up here so that it'll actually be able to properly pivot. Do that tomorrow, then comes the roof and the inside, and then this will actually be pretty much done. With the main galley roof frame completed, I'm now ready to mount it to the trailer. I'm mounting it using a geared aluminum hinge. Typically, teardrop trailers use what's referred to as a sliding hurricane hinge. These hinges can be mounted exteriorly, and due to the overlap of the leaves, they can support a significant amount of weight while preventing water penetration. Unfortunately, I require a 6.5 foot wide hinge and can only find sliding hurricane hinges in 5 foot lengths. My hinge will easily support the forces placed on it, but will not prevent water from going in between its leaves. Because of this, I'll be mounting it under the metal roofing sheets, using the roofing sheets as the water barrier instead of the hinge. The inside of the galley roof will use the same 1/4 inch poly-coated birch paneling that is on the inside of the trailer. With the frame mounted, I can install the birch roof panel. The galley roof will have 2 lights wired into a switch that is also in the roof. With the galley roof complete, I install the rear side panels before moving on to the metal roofing sheets. The roof is going to be built out of metal roofing sheets and will be laid down in a way that if it's raining, the water will roll over the seams between the sheets. The metal roofing sheets I have are 8 foot wide, so the first thing I have to do is cut them down to match the width of the trailer. This was not easy, even using electric sheet metal shears. Each sheet had multiple high and low spots that required me to remove the shear, adjust its angle, and start cutting again. With the sheets cut, the first sheet I mounted was the one that's on the galley roof that covers the hinge. Since the galley roof must pivot at the hinge, I placed one of the metal sheets' outer ribs over the hinge and made this spot a location where 2 sheets will meet. This makes it so that when the galley roof is lifted, the 2 sheets that meet slide over each other instead of bending and creating a stress point. I only mounted the top of the sheet so I could lift the bottom of it and place the bottom galley sheet below it. By stacking the sheets in an order where each sheet in the front is on top of the sheet behind it, I create a seal where water can run from the front to the back and go over the cracks instead of under the cracks. This is critical to prevent leaks while driving in the rain. In addition to the overlap, I will also caulk the cracks with flashing caulk to prevent water from being able to get between the cracks. Okay, for all intents and purposes, the galley is finished. There are some minor tweaks left to do, like I need to hammer down this ledge and better fasten it down so that A, you can't cut yourself on this, and B, I need to put some screws through the middle here to hold it down so it can't wiggle. We still need to seal the inside here, and it's really surprising to me how heavy this thing turned out. I guess there's just a lot of wood, and that sheet metal really added up. I was not expecting it to be as heavy as it is, but it fastens well. It lifts easy enough. It is pretty heavy. The lights are kicking on, so I'm happy, and I think I'm going to call it a night. With the galley roof complete, I can start on the main trailer roof. I install 1-inch foam insulation panels to help with sound and heat before starting on the roof. Okay, so I got the metal roof for this area here cut and ready to be installed. I got it insulated up there. The last thing to do is get my fantastic fan installed. I've been debating on how I'm going to do this because these things are designed to be put over a flat roof, and this roof here has those ridges, and one of those ridges just happens to be right at the end of where my fan's going to be. So typically these things are supposed to be installed in such a way where whenever you lift them, they lift in the back like that, so wind's always pushing this way into it. On mine, that would happen to just put the hinge, the ridge, right where this hinge is. What I think I'm going to do with this is I think I'm going to install this under the roof. I'm going to remove the lid, install this under the roof, and then seal the roof to this, seal this to that. I think that's going to give me the best results of both sealing and ease of installation, and just all around I think that's just going to give me the best results. Only issue again is these are designed to go this way. So I think I'm going to do is, looking at this, it's got a little rubber bumper right here. As air's going over it, it's going to push into this, which is going to push this into that rubber bumper. So I think it's set up so that I could either install it this way with the wind going this way, or this way with the wind going this way. I'm going to dry fit it down like this, see how it looks, put the roof on top of it. So far, it's looking like this is actually going to work, and work pretty well, because it does not look like this is going to be in the way of this stuff here. I bet I could actually get this all screwed down. So I think I'm going to have to do some touch-ups on this here, just to make sure that it actually fits a little bit better. So I'll pull this out, cut this a little bit. I have it installed and I have it wired. Before I put the roof on, let's go ahead and test it out and see if it works. It works. Now I know it works and the wiring is all good and everything. I'm going to go ahead and put the roof on and do the final roof installation. So it may not look the greatest. There's some touch-up stuff. I'm gonna wait for the silicone to dry, and then I'm gonna put the lid on the top vent. This wiring here, I'm gonna put a box on the front and stuff. There's some miscellaneous things left to do, such as the box and the door. I'm gonna do that on the next video, and that'll hopefully be the last build video for this thing. So if you liked this video, if you liked the previous videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button and look out for the next video where we finish this thing up. And thanks for watching today.